on the road to our next stop in Sardis, Mississippi on 278, heading east or west. Google says 278 east, but we're going west. Don't always trust Google. Isn't that pretty? That is a very pretty picture right there.
Hello fellow RVers, it's Gary here once again with Ruff Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. So where has freedom brought us? Well, Oak Grove Corps of Engineers Campground on Lower Lake Sardis, close to Sardis, Mississippi. And we are going to do a review of this campground. But right down that way, about a mile, is the Stephen Kyle State Park. And if you kind of look this way, all down 315 there's day use areas, including a fishing piers and a hiking trail. So all along this area is use for entertainment, whatever you want to do.
Recreation. Yes.
We're going to go look at this campground that we're in. And that's one big levee. So this is the entrance. That's Highway 315 out in front.
Scenic Highway 315.
Yep. And that would be, I guess, where you would check in, but there's no check-in here. This is a reservation-only park, and you just go to your campsite, and that's it.
No tag, no nothing.
No tag, no nothing. You just go and do your thing. This is a laid-back park as far as I guess restrictions go.
We did get a little paper cardboard tag so we could go into the day use areas and not have to pay, but that being said, I don't think we saw anybody paying to go into the day use areas, but they could have. Maybe they had paper tags too, perhaps. We're over there, but we'll check that out in a little bit.
As you can see, designated areas only, pets on leash. That is very questionable here. I think that's optional, actually.
Yeah, a lot of pets are on their leash. A lot of them. The sites 1 through 55, heading to first. We've only seen one camper in this area the whole time we've been here. So there's that.
1 through 37, this is basically empty.
Right. So we don't know if they're even online to be reserved, or it seems like everybody kind of congregates up around the water areas, but not every campsite is on the water, and there's people at those campsites. So I'm not sure why this, even on the weekend, had no one here.
Okay, so those are the first 4 campsites.
So, like, looking ahead of us, we're just past 5. You see 6 and 7 coming up. So they're nice right under these loblolly pines.
They're older sites.
And they're water and electric.
They are paved sites, but they are older.
There is some trash in some of these fire grills, fire pits, in more than one. We have observed that. So somebody must have camped here or picnicked here. All right, so right here is site 9. And again, I will put in the notes if these are reservable. We see they're starting to do a little work, so I don't know if they're putting in septic out here and these are just off limits, because as you see, there's some construction going on over here.
It's like they're laying sewer lines.
Yep, that might be why they're off limits. And that's new as of today. These guys just came here today.
Site 14 on the inside.
And the magnolia tree off in front of us, just to the right.
Now we're coming to where generally people want to camp. 15 through 32. This is the more popular area.
So 17, 18, here's 16, just to get an idea. Right there. Nice under these shaded trees.
Look at that high-low, people.
$25 right there. And 27. Okay, if you look across the way there, that is the state park. What was the name of it?
Stephen Kyle.
John Kyle.
John Kyle.
John Kyle State Park, a Mississippi State Park.
Right next to the Army Corps Park.
Right, and there is the boat ramp right there. We don't even have to drive down to it. Oh, it is a nice large boat ramp.
I think it's a three-tier boat ramp. Not tier, but you can put 3 boats in at a time.
There's 3 bathhouses here that we see. So that's the area we just came from over there. There's 2 paths, but I think generally you can get the idea. All these, we're not going down every single road, but you can get the idea of the middle road here.
You know, this is 39.
Yeah. Playground there. 41.
Is that float still there?
Yes. Okay, generally speaking, look at that tree. That is such a cool looking tree right there. Such an awesome gnarly tree. Site 45. Generally speaking, our reviews are pretty positive because it's got to be a stretch for us not to be happy. We're just happy being out in nature. There is a little bit trash, as you can see. There's a fire pit right there full of trash. A little bit of trash around this place. And our first dog walk, I think our dogs ate 2 bones that people just throw out beside the camp roads. So a little bit disappointing there.
It's the 50s, 55.
That's one of the bathhouses. Bathhouse right there. This one is site number 54. Complete with trash and cans and whatnot in the fire pit area.
So that was like 1 through 55?
Yeah. So 56 through 82. Let's check that out. A lot of people out packing up right now. So here's a site 60 right there. Playground right behind it. This site is closed. 61 closed for some reason.
It's another bathhouse.
Mm-hmm. There's golf cart and low-speed vehicle use require a permit. I'm not sure what that means. And then here we have 64 through 70. This is a nice little loop out here.
There's 63 where that motorhome's at.
Yeah. 63, and the boat ramp is right there. Nice big boat ramp. Looks like 3 boats.
And there's docks down there too.
Yeah, very nice. So coming around here, these are in the 60s. What was that one? 63 back
64,
there?
64, I think. I'm not
No,
sure. 63.
63 is a nice one on the...
There's 65.
66 right there to my
And you
left.
get a view of that lake over there.
Not a very big lake, but
Now that's the lower lake.
yes, the upper lake is
Huge.
I mean, it's like being on the Gulf. Well, the campsites here are to my left, but you know, they're typically like the ones that we've seen. We just passed 67, I believe,
Yes.
and 68, just past it. And there's a little place to dock your boat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they've got the water drawn down or if that's normal.
And if you look over there, you can see that little covered picnic area. That is the recreation area next door to us, which you can get there just by crossing a little bridge or a little walkway path. And 69's right here. So there's a lot of folks out, so we just passed. It looked like the only pull through in the place is 70, right?
Yeah, I'll kind of look that one.
It's a great spot. Mr. D has gone right down there on that bank and done him some fishing.
Yeah,
Quite successfully. Aww. There. I got it.
Yeah, and this is an overflow area if you need to park boats or whatever.
And a 3-day fishing license is
$15.
$15.
As you can see, they need to mow the grass, and I think that's just one of the complaints about this, the high grass.
Yeah. There's a lot of high grass around.
So 71 is coming up, which is our home, and we do have sewer.
Bonus! Laundry's been running. Everything's getting washed.
73 is over here.
Yeah, there are sites on the inside. As you can see, right there is a one, and then there's ones on the right. Just passing 72, and so coming up right here would be
74.
Let's see, 74 is on the left. I don't know what's on the right. 75. That's the camp host straight ahead there with the canopy and the boat. And then coming on around.
77, where the Airstream is.
Mm-hmm. 78, we just passed on our left. And you can see how these inside campsites are. You still have room. You really do. I mean, there's no brush in between, but you have adequate space. The only thing is you're on this side, these are not facing the water.
79, and this is 80.
Your living space. Well, your picnic table's out back. So here is...
It's 81 and 82.
Right, 82, which looks a lot like 81.
Very small pad there.
Yeah. A lot of, well, it looks like that hadn't been used in a while.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Does it have sewer? Check when, yeah, this one doesn't even look like it's in use. But check the website for which ones have sewer, because there are several sewer sites.
There's a good shot of the lake. So this is the lower lake. Now the upper lake, Lake Sardis, on the other side of the levee, it is enormous.
Authorized by the Flood Control Act of 1936, built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Sardis Dam began operation in October 1940. Located on the Little Tallahatchie River, contains 16,500,000 cubic yards of material and controls a drainage basin of 1,545 square miles. It is the last major hydraulic fill dam built in the U.S. What an amazingly gorgeous day after days of rain, tornado warnings, flash flood warnings, and learning to live in the present moment. And right now, this moment is pretty darn amazing.
So that was our tour of Oak Grove Campground, Sardis, Mississippi, Highway 315 in front of the levee. We stayed here for 5 days. It was a pleasant campground. It wasn't a noisy campground or anything like that. The Verizon service here was terrible. So if you need internet, if you're those camp RV people that work from your RV or have to have internet, this is probably not the place for you to come.
Yes, it took me 48 hours to upload a video. I started a video again last night and it is at 36% uploaded. So there is service, but it is not stable and it is not consistent. And at no time, I don't think it's lightning fast. You just might have to be patient and try about 10 times to do what you're doing, and then you might be able to do it, or you might just have to come back later.
Yeah, but if you depend on it,
no. And do know the reviews here say that there is good Verizon service. Good service, good service. I only read one review when I was reading reviews that said they gave it 1 star. All the others were like 3. I mean, it wasn't stellar. Nobody said it was excellent, but everyone said it was good service.
We did call Verizon.
Yes,
And Verizon themselves said we are in a bad area.
Even though when you pull up the coverage map, it will show that there is 4G service here. As the tech coach said, that 4G service, but it doesn't tell you what speed or what, you know, how strong it is.
The connectivity of it is, we can message, we can make a phone call.
But it will drop a phone call.
Yes, it will.
Or several times while I was on the phone with the tech coach, he couldn't hear me. Like I couldn't hear him. He said, well, I was talking. I was like, well, I have to stand in one spot. So I went and stood in one spot to have this phone call. So yes, this has been the worst of our travels for cell service this year. And I checked before we go because we need to be online, and reviews said yes, but no, just be aware, it's not stellar here at all.
All right, so today is June 14th. Right now it's about 11:30, 86 degrees, probably going to get up over the 90s.
It's been hot.
It's been hot. We have had some thunderstorms in the afternoon, and then we've had bright sunny days like you see now. So the weather comes and goes like most places, but it's been nice weather-wise. A little hot, but nice. As far as bike riding and dog walking and all that, there's just so much green space here to walk in. I mean, the day use areas go all the way down there for probably a mile and a half.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah,
side by side.
Side by side, and then that way's the state park. But and all the way down there is a hiking and a fitness trail. The hiking trail is a 1.5 mile loop, and the fitness trail, and I don't know how long it is, but I saw some people down there on it.
Yeah, and we did go on the hiking trail, and it's nice and wide and has some ups and downs, and it's just really pretty, really nice little walk. And
there is a playground here for kids, and of course there's boating and water sports. I saw a bunch of kids right out here in the lake, just no beach, just going out there having fun.
Yes.
It's not very deep right out here.
No, it looks like it's low, because when I was kayaking, I had to be several yards away from the shore, or I would be dragging. So it is way down. There's a sandbar out there, and yeah, it's down.
So you can ride. I've seen boats out there pulling tubers. I think I've seen a jet ski out there. So there is water sports out there if you choose to do water sports with your boat or fish.
If you want a larger lake, head on over to the big lake. The upper lake, because it is massive. This one, when I kayaked it, was just barely 3 miles around it, you know.
According to my fishing app, my charts on my phone, the big lake averages 45 feet in depth.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty deep lake on the other side.
Right.
Anything else you want to add to this?
Well, I think we need to point out, we've already pointed out phone service, but there's a couple other little things that stand out about this park.
Mm-hmm.
And one is there's trash, broken glass, cans, just all kinds of trash along the beaches here. So I would really worry about my kids being in that water with the glass that we saw. There's been dead fish laying out, bones laying out. Our dogs got bones as soon as we got here.
And the day use areas has some trash laying about over there also.
Right, and there's trash cans everywhere. There's trash cans everywhere.
There must be 50 trash cans over there.
Every
yet
few
there's garbage
feet.
right all around them.
Yeah, so it's sad. The fire pit, the fire grills have trash in them, in some of them. So there's trash. There's just know it's beautiful and it's not everywhere, but you will see we haven't seen this level of trash for a while.
Now, as far as our site goes, we're backed up on a asphalt pad. Level, not bad. Had a pothole on the other side. You know, we had to chalk that one tire up because there's a pothole over there. But so once you back my RV in and let my steps out, basically the pad is done. Then you're on to the gravel and grass for your sitting area. We do have 50 amp. It's 50 amp water and sewer here.
Sewer bonus.
Yeah. So that's all good.
There's just lots of open green space here, and even though there's no brush in between, you kind of have your own space. And the way they have it laid out is nice. So we haven't felt cramped. Of course, we have a nice corner spot, in spot.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice park overall.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a place to stop, by Sardis, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard to get to. A little windy, but not bad.
No. And we have a 33-foot Class A motorhome, so pulling a toad, we did it okay.
We're going to wrap this video up from Oak Grove Campground by Sardis, Mississippi. We will be leaving here actually tomorrow, headed to Arkansas. We're going a little bit farther west, a little bit north, a little bit west.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look forward to that review in the future. Click like and subscribe.
Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Ask a question. Tell us where you're at. What are you up to right now? We love to hear from you.
True. Gary?
Sharon here.
Sharon? The dogs are in the RV. We like looking at freedom.
We hope to see you on the road. Safe travels.
Take care.